Hey everyone, it's Thomas Sherwood with Sherwood Locksmithing out of Laverne, Tennessee, and sherwoodlocksmithing.com on the web. Anyways, welcome to another episode of Locks, Life, and lots of good stuff in between. Today we are talking privacy and security out on the golf course. Now, here's a couple tips, and if for the locksmiths that are listening, this might be an avenue for some more revenue for you. You may not have thought of using this and approaching the golf courses. Anyways, out on the golf courses, majority of restrooms, I believe the security there is overlooked. And what do I mean by that? Well, most of them just have your basic restroom door, and they have a single cylinder deadbolt on there, which means there has to be someone from maintenance or cart boy or cart girl go out and unlock the restroom doors in the morning, and then they go and they lock them back up at night. The problem with that is this, and this is just my personal opinion. So if somebody goes in to use the bathroom, and God forbid if they had some type of health issue strike them, well, they're locked in there. You know, how are the other foursome or the other three that are in their foursome going to help them out? So the other three in the foursome have called 911. So you've got an EMT or ambulance on the way. They call up to the clubhouse. So how long is it going to take before someone from the pro shop, the maintenance, or whoever, marshal, can get out there to unlock that restroom? Time's critical. Time is precious on things like this. So with that scenario in your mind, let me introduce you to the Trilogy 4100 by Alarm Lock. Now, this is a standalone security access. It's, you got your 9 or 10 buttons for push button combination. It has privacy or lockdown feature. Now, this lock is very cool. You can program 2,000 users into it, but in the application we're thinking of right now, you can schedule when you want this lock to unlock a lock, meaning if you want it to unlock at 6 o'clock in the morning, it will unlock. We can schedule that. If you want it to lock at 9 o'clock at night, we can schedule that also. If you have holidays that you celebrate and you do not want the locks to operate or be open, like say Christmas, you can schedule it for that also. The cool thing about this is, so let's say we've got it in scheduled to unlock and stay in what they call passage mode throughout the day. So it's unlocked at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's going to lock at 9 o'clock at night. So foursome comes through. They go in. They need to use the restroom. They close the door behind them. They hit the privacy function. It's a little button on the top of the back of the lock on the inside. That means they have, obviously, privacy. No one from the outside goes in. A typical code won't work. The door's in the locked position. Now, if that health-related issue were to happen, once again, say they slipped on, say the floor was wet, even the rubber cleats have a tendency to slip on the wet floor if it were wet. So if their friend falls down in there, they can, obviously they're going to call 911, but also they can call up to the pro shop, and the pro shop can have an emergency override code. They punch in the override code, they get hands on their friend right then and there, and then emergency personnel get there, everything's a go. But precious time, critical precious time, has been saved during those few minutes by making a simple phone call to have an override code versus waiting for somebody to show up with that deadbolt key. To me, that's a win-win situation right there. But also for the golf course, management company, you're saving hours throughout the year, hours on labor for sending somebody out to the course to unlock and then lock the locks at night. So once again, this is the Trilogy DL 4100 that I'm talking about from Alarm Lock. It has the privacy or a lockdown feature. If you wanted to call it a lockdown feature, there are different applications you could use it for. To me, it sounds like it would be really good in a school situation. If something happened, teacher walks to the door, presses that privacy function down, nobody's coming in and out. Nobody's coming in from the outside. Of course, there's always access outside to outside from the inside. As I said, in different applications, you can have 2,000 PIN users. That's huge. And then also, you could schedule 500 different events. And then the other cool feature with this lock is it has a 40,000 audit trail feature, meaning if you need to check who had been coming in and out of a certain lock with a certain code, you could go pull an audit trail from there. So this, once again, to the locksmiths that are listening, take this information and run with it. Go visit the local golf pro and say, hey, we've got this lock. Are you interested? Can I give you a demo? If you're in the Middle Tennessee area listening to this podcast, once again, my name is Thomas Sherwood with Sherwood Locksmithing. I'm based out of Laverne. I do travel all throughout Middle Tennessee, whether it's Brentwood, Franklin, Shelbyville, Manchester, Rutherford County, Smyrna, Laverne, Murfreesboro, all Nashville, all around there. If you're interested in a demo of the Trilogy 4100, feel free to give me a call. My cell number is 615-533-2099, or you can shoot me a text, or my business number is 615-355-5886. Give me a call. We'll schedule a time. I'll come out and give you a demo, show you how cool this lock is. If you just want to shoot me an email, my email is sherwood.trapper@gmail.com. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with this Trilogy 4100. And if an emergency were to happen out on the golf course and you had these Trilogy 4100s on there, by somebody using an override code, getting hands on that person that's in there for when the EMTs get there, valuable time and perhaps a life is even saved. So I will leave you with that. And once again, this is Thomas Sherwood with Sherwood Locksmithing. Thank you once again for listening to this episode of Locks Life and all sorts of cool things in between. I'll see you next time, or listen to you next time. Take care now.